Hey everyone, Ryan here, and in this video I'm going to be covering our surprisingly early summer 2024 set rumors. There's some exciting stuff coming out on June 1st and potentially some exciting stuff coming out on August 1st. However, there's also a potentially sinister reason that a few of the set rumors that have been going around are fake. There might just be some bad actors in the LEGO space. We'll get to that in the latter half of this video, but we'll start with the June 1st release rumors, which I'm pretty certain are real at this point. They come from reputable sources. They're backed up by all sorts of reputable sources. But the first set is the 75373 Mando Season 3 Battle Pack for $20 with 108 pieces. It is said to have 2 Imperial Super Commandos. Those looked amazing at the end of Season 3. I think the only question when it comes to those particular characters is, will they get a new helmet mold? Or I could potentially see a world where they print it on a white Mandalorian helmet. They could try to get away with being really cheap there. Hopefully they get a new helmet mold. They've done battle packs in the past that have unique helmet molds. The other 2 characters in the set are one of the blue Mandalorians. No reputable source that I've seen has mentioned whether or not it'll be the same as what we saw in the TIE Interceptor set or if it will end up being something different. But either way, it'll be kind of a generic blue Mandalorian that you can army build. And the last character might just be the most exciting in Koshka Reeves. Very cool character from the Mandalorian that a lot of people wanted to see in a Season 3 set, and finally she is going to be coming in this battle pack. But you know, named characters and battle packs are not something that I am in favor of, so I don't like her inclusion in this particular set. I do wish they had found another set for her to go in. Now, at this point, there's no build mentioned for this battle pack, so I'm curious what you guys think they're going to end up including in the comments section below. Now, the next set is a 75374 $130 Skeleton Crew ship. I've talked about this quite a bit because it's already been a rumor for January 1st of this year, but it seems like the set has officially been delayed until June 1st because of the delay of the Skeleton Crew show on Disney+. So we've talked about that set. We'll move right along to the 75386 Mandalorian Bunker. It's supposed to be $40 with 289 pieces and include 4 banger minifigures. Moff Gideon with the helmet, which is a very exciting prospect. I'm really hoping it's not another reuse of the Gar Saxon helmet, which was really good for Gar Saxon, but really bad for the armor, and I think it would be equally bad here for Moff Gideon. I would love to see a unique, stylized helmet for Moff Gideon. I think he certainly deserves it, and it would definitely just be the accurate move to give him a unique helmet with the proper look. I assume he'll also include a Darksaber as his main accessory, and to take him on, we have Paz Vizsla, and it's not said right now whether or not it'll be the exact same Paz Vizsla that we saw in the Armorer's Mandalorian Forge or not, but I'm just kind of assuming it's going to be, unless they want to make some minute upgrades to the armor design that was on Paz Vizsla in that set. I see no reason to have him different at all, so we're getting Paz Vizsla. Whether it will be the same or not is kind of irrelevant to me. And then we have 2 Praetorian guards in this set. I really disagree with only having 2 here. The scene in the movie has 3. This isn't like an army build set. You know, this should have the 3 proper characters from the show to fully recreate the scene. Now, the next set, unsurprisingly, confirms that LEGO Star Wars will be continuing the mech subline in 2024, but maybe surprisingly is that there will apparently only be 1 within the entire year with the 75390 Luke Skywalker pilot mech. It's supposed to include a different Luke Skywalker pilot minifigure than we see in the UCS X-Wing, and it's a Luke pilot mech. I mean, it's going to be orange and white. We kind of have an idea of what it's going to look like based on the other mechs that we've had. They're all going to be very, very similar, so I don't really have much else to say on the Luke mech. Something that I did have a lot to say about, however, was the 75391 Captain Rex's Y-Wing Microfighter for $13 with 99 pieces. It seems like a much better deal than last one's Mando's and one Microfighter that was $16, so we're getting a $3 price reduction with the removal of Baby Yoda from the Microfighter, I suppose, and it seems like a pretty good deal. You're getting the best that LEGO makes, Captain Rex minifigure that was released in the UCS Venator. According to the rumor, it is supposed to be the exact same with nothing changed at all. That's just what the rumor is. We can say what we think they'll do, what they might do, but as of now, you know, what the rumor is that it will be the same, and like I said with the Luke, it won't be the same. Now, moving into the August wave for 2024, this is where the banger sets for the summer would come out. Maybe a clone turbo tank, a Republic frigate, you know, the big sets that you wish for every year. That's the type of stuff that could come out in August that we're about to cover. There will not be a split September wave with other big cool sets next year, apparently. Obviously, they did that this year because of the Ahsoka show, and there's no big show coming out next summer that would force them to do that. So everything should be coming out on August 1st as far as the big stuff outside of the UCS set for the latter half of the year goes. Now, I said up front that some of these rumors might be fake, and I'll explain exactly why after we go over the 3 sets here. But first, we have the 75388 $40 Z-95 Headhunter with Commander Bly, a 327th Trooper, and a clone pilot. On paper, Literally, it seems like a very, very cool set. Maybe a little bit on the small side for $40 for a Z-95 Headhunter. I think the last one was $50 way back in 2013. Of course, with inflation, you're looking at 60 or 70. So you can see a pretty sizable reduction with the Z-95 Headhunter build if it came out for $40. And if they ended up changing their philosophy and made some good quality clone troopers here, we could have an amazing Commander Bly, an amazing 327th Trooper, and an amazing clone pilot. But it wasn't specified which type of clone pilot it would be. So we really don't know that either. But of course, the rumor might end up being fake anyway, so it's all kind of just pointless to talk about to some degree. The next one thrown out there was the 75389 $170 Thrawn Star Destroyer, which it very well could be, but the circumstances in which this rumor originated were definitely dubious, as someone made a fake picture of a reputable leaker and Falcon fan leaking the set, which he didn't do. Therefore, the rumor or leak is fake, but it was said to have 1,634 pieces with Ezra, Thrawn, Enoch, and 2 Night Troopers, but that one specifically, obviously, is clearly fake. And finally, the 75399 Jedi Temple with Yaddle for about $160. This would be a very exciting set. It's one that LEGO Star Wars should be making, following the footsteps of the Hogwarts microscale set that came out this year. They just should make that type of Jedi Temple with a cool minifigure like a Yaddle. It would just be amazing. But these 3 specific August 1st rumors, for as exciting as they are, and honestly, given kind of how LEGO has been listening to their fans, at least with a lot of the set choices lately, it would not shock me if they came out with the Z-95 Headhunter, a Thrawn Star Destroyer, and a Jedi Temple micro-scale build all in the same wave. But allegedly, there are some really bad actors in the space that want to be able to sell their Captain Rex for a higher price now before the price plummets, of course, with people knowing that a $13 Captain Rex is coming. And I think there's a very important distinction to be made here. I own a Captain Rex. I fundamentally disagree with LEGO releasing the exact same Captain Rex from the UCS set that they said would be exclusive in a $13 Microfighter. It has nothing to do with the value monetarily of my Captain Rex figure, and I think that goes for every Venator owner. The people that I'm specifically talking about are buying the figures from the factory in Mexico to resell. So when you see the hundreds of Captain Rexes without a pauldron being put on eBay and Bricklink or whatever, they are not necessarily legitimately purchased from a UCS Venator. Now, it's a really, really murky situation. I think that LEGO has been letting people take from their factories, and I don't necessarily put the fault on them. But when it comes to a situation like this, if it is true that the people trying to put out these fake rumors are doing so that they can try to keep the price of their potentially stolen Captain Rex minifigures high, I think it's pretty obvious that those types of people should not be in the LEGO space. This is just one of the worst things that I've heard about potentially happening in the LEGO space, and it's really sad to me that people would go that far. Like, you're selling something that you know you didn't even buy for the $650. You have no ground to stand on. If you went out and bought a bunch of Venators for $650 and LEGO lied about their exclusivity and you wanted to invest in it, whatever, I kind of feel bad for you. I'm not someone that's going to dunk on everyone that invests in LEGO. It actually is probably good for the resale market and keeps prices down for the most part, that more people are investing. But when you're selling stuff that's from the Mexico factory that wasn't purchased from a legitimate LEGO set, I feel like it's a bit rich of you to try and create fake rumors to keep the price of your figure up. If that's what's happening, I'm not speaking to anyone directly. I have no idea who's behind it, if it's happening at all, but that's just what I was told from a very reputable source. Now, for what it's worth, I don't think it'll necessarily have a Barbra Streisand effect where now more people are going to find out about that $13 Captain Rex Microfighter than would have otherwise. However, I don't understand the strategy. People were going to find out about this. People were going to be excited about this. Now people, of course, won't want to buy your potentially stolen Captain Rex from the Mexico factory for $50, $60, $70, however much they were selling for. They're going to wait 8 months and get it for $13, as they rightfully should. As a smart consumer, you should do that. It just makes a lot of sense. Why wouldn't you? But I think there's potentially some dirty work going on behind the scenes that I really think you should be aware of and just try to be mindful of out there. Just look out for yourself first and foremost. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you have any thoughts on the real and fake rumors, leave them down in the comments section below, and subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest LEGO Star Wars news. See you next time.